Hello guys, welcome to my very first video in English, and today we're going to read, analyze system I've built in order to pass funded accounts. This is the exact system I follow. First of all, I need to introduce myself, of course. My name is Carlos Gonzalez. I'm 22 years old and I have been trading since 2019. I was born in Cuba, so Spanish is my first language. I was raised in Angola, is an African country, so Portuguese is my second language. I learned English by watching YouTube videos, reading books, movies, and a little bit in high school. So my English is not perfect, but I will try to do whatever I can in order to you guys understand me very well. And as you can see, this is me. I'm on the 30 under 30 list. I will copy and paste this link in this video so you can read it and translate it to English. As I said, in this video we will study and understand this system, and for that we have two scenarios right here. We have person A and person B. In order to pass this problem challenge, you need to be a person B. Person A, let's say that is a person that has a lot of knowledge but is not so consistent. First thing, if you're a person A, don't go for a challenge. This is the first step. Don't go for a challenge because you are going to fail, or you can pass phase one, then you're not going to pass phase two, or you're going to pass both phases and then on the funded stage you're not going to make any money. So you need to be a person B. How are you going to be a person B? Don't go for a challenge, then you need to practice on demo accounts. When you practice on demo accounts, and then let me just adjust this real quick. When you practice on demo account and you achieve consistency, you will be a person B, a person who has the knowledge and actually has a working system. When you have a working system, then you can go to the first step, that basically is select the best prop firm. If you are a CFD traders, I recommend you to go for FTMO from the pips, and if you are futures traders, I recommend you to go for Top Step or Apex Trader Funding, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to find the best prop firms for yourself. So you need to come to this page right here, prop firms match. You trade commodities. For example, I only trade gold, so I will select commodities, the size of the accounts that I want, for example 100k and 200k. Then I will go for the two-step challenges. You will see the technology of the prop firms right here. I recommend you to click once, and then you can see the prop firms that already have an in-house technology there. You can basically analyze everything you want right here: profit target, profit split, max daily drawdown. You can see everything here. You can actually see reviews. If you click on the prop firm, we have 25 reviews on this platform. Right here on this section, click on reviews and you can start reading the reviews and see if you actually like it. So when you select your prop firm, the next step is the preparation for the challenge. Basically, when you purchase a challenge, you're already on a phase one. The first thing that you need to do is clear your mind. You need to study your stats. You will clear your mind by studying your stats. You need to know your win rate, your average risk reward, the data you trade is better. If you use a trading journal, for example, we have TradeZilla. I will let the link on the description as well. If you use that journal, you can see everything. You can see your win rate, your average risk reward, the days that you are more profitable. You need to see all of this information. You need to know, you need to study all of this information. For example, I have a friend that only trades the first 10 trading days of the month, because on the first 10 trading days of the month is where he makes more money. And yeah, you need to study your stats. Then you need to forget about the days you have been trading for. Let's say that you have been trading for I don't know, 10 days. Like, forget about it. You don't have time limit. You can be trading for 15, 30, 50, I don't know, a million days in the future. But you need to forget the days you have been trading for, because this will reduce your stress, this will reduce your anxiety and your desires to pass the challenge very fast. Remember, we are not on a rush, we are not on a race, we are on a marathon. Then you have to trade systematically. And to trade systematically, you need to know your stats and risk 1 to 2%. For example, when it comes to the risk, sometimes I like to risk more than that. I'm telling you to risk 1 to 2% because I don't know your situation. Maybe this is the best for you, but I'm going to explain my situation. Basically, I've been making money since 2021 and I have a good cash reserve to invest. Sometimes I risk 4% because I have the possibility to lose a lot of challenges and then pay again. Sometimes I lose challenge because I risk too much. For example, if you risk 1%, you have 10 trades in order to lose the account. If you risk 4% like me, for example, you basically have 2 trades. Let's say 3 trades you can lose as long as you can make the money right after. Yeah, you can lose. No, we are on the phase two. And the thing is, the key for the phase two is patience. You need to be patient. Don't be on a rush. I already say that. Don't be on a rush. This is not a race. You're not racing against anyone. You're just competing against yourself. And this is a marathon. Remember that. And the target is smaller. This is a psychological trick that prop firms uses against us. Don't try to over risk because we have a smaller target that basically is 5%. Okay, maybe your mind can be on a rush. Maybe you want to make a lot of money, you want to be funded, you don't have a lot of patience, but this is something you need to be working on. The target is smaller, but doesn't mean that we cannot lose in this phase. A lot of people pass phase one, then struggle on the phase two, and you need to ask yourself why? How is this possible? If the target is smaller, how I'm losing this phase two? You need to analyze, you need to study, you need to understand, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, these prop firms and how they work. Now, let's say that there is no problem on the phase one, you already passed. Phase two, same thing, no problem. And you are on the funded stage. You're on the funded stage finally. So, this is what I do. For example, if I'm risking 1%, I said it already, you can lose 10 trades. So, let's say that this is my first time on a very new prop firm. I will risk only 1%. I will go for a target of 2 3%. Then I will withdraw my money. I will receive my money, and then I will be trading risk free. Then, and I'm trading again on the funded account, I can increase my risk to 2%. Okay, I have less trades. I have 5 trades I can lose in a row. So basically, what I do sometimes is I risk 1%, and then when I'm 4% in profit, I can increase my risk to 2%. Sometimes, even when I'm 2% in profit, I can start risking 2%. And yeah, basically, this is what I do. You don't have to be in a rush, you don't have a time limit. So be patient. Be patient. Think long term. Don't think on the money that you can be making now. Think on the money that you are going to be making in the future if you follow your plan, if you trade systematically now on the present. Trade consistently. Don't try to compete against other traders on the leaderboard. Don't set your goal to be on the first place of the leaderboard. That's just your ego. You don't need to compare yourself to them. Just forget about them, focus on yourself, compete against the other traders in the market, because if you're winning, if you're making money, that means that someone is losing money. This is the only competition we have on the market. You don't need to compete for the first place, second or third place on the leaderboard. That's just bullshit and doesn't worth our time. This is basically the system. I will start making a lot of videos for you guys in English in order to help you. I will give a lot of content, knowledge, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, for free. Here on the right side, you can see basically downside. You can see a 15K payout I had with Funding Talent. This was on 2021, as you can see here. But yeah, I've been making a lot of money with some prop firms. I was banned from the funded trader. I was making a lot of money just on a 50K account. I switched to FTMO, and basically in May I made 11.4K just in May. And yeah, I have a lot of payouts, but this basically is the ones that I wanted to put in this video. I'm not going to put all of my payouts here because it doesn't matter. You can see, you can scan the QR codes and see that this is legit. And yeah, basically that was the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and see you on the next video.